new from Severin, is The Bloody Legend, the complete Cliff Twemlow Collection. British filmmaker who worked in low-budget productions, who was fascinated with the idea of making movies and decided that was something that he could do, something he could attain a level of success doing, and just threw himself into it. But it's someone I'd never heard of before. And I love when Severin do this. I've done this before where they create a box about a filmmaker that I haven't really discovered. They include all the movies, a documentary about him, telling us about that wonderful character. And it's similar here. The Mancunian Man is the documentary within this set that tells us all about this wonderful character. But before we get there, let's have a little look into this set. Something that we should have had in the UK, but we're not allowed to. And we'll get to that in a minute. But thankfully, you can still import it. Let's have a quick look at this set. So here is Bloody Legend, the complete Cliff Twemlow Collection. You can see this cool edition that they have here. It looks like a VHS, and when you open it up inside, it's even more like one. It's a wonderfully throwback design for a man who made his name on VHS movies. Now this opened up with first the Mancunian Man. This is the way they're set up with a kind of cover and then information about what's on the disc, the special features, the extras. We could see the Warrior, GBH, which was his biggest hit. And we have Target Eve Island and Ibiza, the African Run, Moonstalker, which are on the same disc. Again, we've got more movies here, which I've still to get to, but having all of these in this wonderful set that just looks amazing. And like I said, The Mancunian Man is a terrific documentary and one that just tees up this set. There's even over 40s massage disc at the back end of this one, which is just a weird addition. And then we have the Peter Wren tapes, which was a pseudonym of Cliff Twemlow, and most of his work here, which is just a great addition. And that is the Bloody Legend set. Definitely worth picking up. I'm sure you can agree, it's a wonderful looking set. The design, the films, the care that's gone into it is just terrific. And it's a shame that we can't get this here. Why? The good old BBFC. That's what's stopping us once more. The sheer cost in putting these films through classification just doesn't make it viable. And as us in Britain aren't allowed to make choices for ourselves, it means that it's financially not a prospect that Severin can do to push that through the BBFC. Thankfully, the same regard isn't for digital films. So you will be able to view, enjoy and love this new filmmaker, thankful to the digital availability of these films. And that documentary, The Mancunian Man, is available on Amazon Prime as of July 28th, and I would urge you to rush and check it out. It's wonderful.
The guy was a legend.
The legend of Cliff Twemlow is something that goes beyond the films. This character, Cliff Twemlow, he was a local boy.
Now, you'll know from this documentary whether you want to continue and watch more of these films. And I would say that if you are a fan of Severin's films or Vinegar Syndrome's films or low-budget movie making in general, you're going to find something here that is really worth your time. I think the documentary really paints a picture of Cliff, a man with passions, who dove into them, who didn't look for quick, easy options. He always took the harder road in life, and it's to see this man as he realises the advent of video and how he can create and make these movies and get them out there into the wild. Have some success, create a core group of friends who will come with him and do whatever he needs. How he just seems to be the largest man in the room, the biggest, brightest, with the best laugh and the big smile, who would just make everybody's day.
Absolutely fanatical. I mean, he used to train twice a day.
At one point, around that time, he decided to enter a bodybuilding contest.
And it's someone that's just, I've never came across before. I've never discovered. And the documentary by Jake West is outstanding. Really painting a picture of this man, following him from his early career, from his early life, how he built up this career, how he did things that were so surprising. He created music. He created some well-known theme tunes for TV shows. He wrote books that were successful. He almost made big movies several times. There's a wonderful one with Joan Collins, which I will not get into, or the idea of, because you really should check it out to see it. And then there are the films themselves. They are fun. Sure, they can be laughed at, they can be enjoyed, and I could imagine getting these out of the video store when I was younger and loving the hell out of it. I can understand why this filmmaker became a cult legend and a local legend as well. Someone who was doing it out with the system and doing something that was incredibly fun.
The films are the greatest type of exploitation film. You laugh at them, you laugh with them, but they're also entertaining.
This is a great set. If you can, import it. It's wonderful. If you can't, check out at least the documentary on streaming. It is really worth it. It's worth your time. It's so much fun. And once you've done that, you'll probably want to continue and delve through some of the movies of Twemlow's, and I would suggest doing that. They're just fun. What more do you want? I want to know your thoughts on this set. Have you heard of this filmmaker before? What do you think of the draconian ideology of the BBFC? Should we be allowed, as adults, to decide what we can view for ourselves? I mean, I think it's fairly obvious, but hey, I'd love to know your comments as well. So let me know in the comment box below your thought on this set, on these films, and will you be checking any of them out on digital? I hope you will. At least the Mancunian Man. Please check it out. It was terrific. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.